The sound of gunfire. A young boy hides behind a stone wall in the mountains of Zadar, Croatia. His home has been burned, his grandfather killed. He's clutching a ball, scuffed and torn, the only thing left from his old life. That boy's name is Luka Modrić. And somehow, from those ruins, he would rise to become the heartbeat of Real Madrid's greatest era, and the man who took Croatia, a nation of 4 million, to the World Cup final. In 1991, war tore Yugoslavia apart. Modrić was only 6 when his family fled their village after his grandfather was executed by rebels. They lived as refugees in a hotel in Zadar, surrounded by shellfire and chaos. Other children hid in fear. Luka kicked a ball through the shattered parking lot. That's where scouts first noticed his gift, his touch, his balance, his calm, even while the world was falling apart. He was small, too small. Coaches doubted he'd survive professional football. But Luka had something most others didn't: resilience built in the fire of war. At 16, Dinamo Zagreb took a chance on him. But even there, he didn't walk straight into glory. He was loaned out to a second-division club, Zrinski Mostar in Bosnia. That's where the real Modrić was forged. He learned to survive rough tackles, icy pitches, and hostile crowds. He said later, "That's where I learned to be tough." By 21, Modrić was the brain of Dinamo's midfield, leading them to 3 straight league titles. Europe began to take notice, and then Tottenham Hotspur came calling. In 2008, Luka arrived in London, thin, quiet, and often underestimated. The Premier League was brutal, but once again, he adapted. His vision, his control, his movement, they spoke louder than his size. He became Spurs' metronome, turning a chaotic team into one that could compete with England's elite. But Luka wanted more. He wanted to win. In 2012, Real Madrid signed him for €35 million. His first season, a disaster. Fans voted him the worst signing of the year. But Luka didn't break. He quietly rebuilt himself, learned the tempo of Spanish football, and within 2 years became the pulse of Los Blancos. Alongside Cruz and Casemiro, he formed one of the greatest midfields in football history. 4 Champions League titles in 5 years. And he wasn't just passing the ball, he was controlling the rhythm of the world's biggest matches. Then came 2018. Croatia, small, proud, and fearless, marched all the way to the World Cup final. Modrić, the captain, was unstoppable. He ran more than any player, covered every blade of grass, and made the entire planet fall in love with his elegance. He didn't win the trophy, but he won the world's respect. That summer, he broke Messi and Ronaldo's decade-long reign, winning the Ballon d'Or. From a war refugee to the best player on earth, today, even at nearly 40, Luka Modrić still glides across the pitch like time forgot him. Every pass whispers the story of a boy who refused to give up. From the ashes of war to the throne of world football, like and subscribe for more football legends.